Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to Bean Soldier TV, and today we're coming at you with the competitive version of Volcanics, because Volcanics is the best deck of the format, sleeper deck in my opinion. I can't even say that with a straight face, guys. I'm sorry. But in my opinion, Volcanics is actually a pretty solid deck. A lot of draw power. Semi underrated. I mean, it's not going to be a meta contender by any means, but it's still a fun deck to play. Shout out to Pain96. But yeah, let's go and get right into the deck profile. So starting things off with our basic cards. Playing 3 Volcanic Rocket. This searches out your Blaze Accelerator, which is a main part of the combo. You always want to see this in your opening hand. Followed by 3 Scattershot. This is your Raigeki / burn damage in the deck. Basically, if you send this to the graveyard off of your Blaze Accelerator, not only are you going to be able to burn for 500 damage, you're also going to be able to Raigeki their board and burn for another 1000. So overall, dealing 1500 damage and Raigeking their board. Following our Scattershot, we're playing 3 Volcanic Shell. This is nice because it's level 1, which we have a couple of targets in the extra deck for it, as well as being able to pay 500 life points to add another Volcanic Shell. This is great for card draw, thinning out the deck to seeing other cards in the deck, and also filling your graveyard for Pyros for your 3 Royal Firestorm Guards. Royal Firestorm Guards is awesome for turns like 2 through the end of the game. It also recycles cards in your graveyard, recycles 4 Pyro types from your graveyard back into the deck, and you get to draw 2 cards. So this card recycles your Scattershots once they get into the grave, recycle them so you can get another Raigeki, and also getting 2 draws off of it. So, and for our last monster, we are playing 1 Vanity's Fiend, lock your opponent out of special summoning. This could also be interchangeable for Inspector Border, whatever you want. I was actually thinking about playing Inspector Border over this card, just because it also is level 4, and you'll actually see the cards in the extra deck. Looking back, I think I actually would put Inspector Border in instead of Vanity's Fiend, because it just didn't come up that much. But that's what we got for the deck profile. So, you'll live and you'll learn. So, let's go and get this out of the way. Moving on to our spells in the deck, we're not playing too many. We are playing 3 Pot of Duality, just because we don't special summon almost at all in this deck. So, Pot of Duality is fantastic for this. Now, to put this out there, I would be playing 3 Pot of Extravagance, but I don't have those, because I'm poor. So, instead we're playing 1 Pot of Avarice to fulfill the same thing that our Firestorm Guards does, recycling those cards in the graveyard to draw 2. 1 Card of Demise for a lot of draws, since we aren't playing really that many monsters in the deck. So, this is awesome. It's a shame it's at 1, but it's insane. And for our last draw card, we are playing 1 Magic Planter. Magic Planter is great to send to grave your Blaze Accelerator reload. So, because it has the graveyard activation of sending a card from deck to grave, which again, you can trigger your Scattershot. So, Magic Planter is awesome, but I wouldn't play any more than the 1. And then 1 Foolish Burial Goods to send your Blaze Accelerator to the grave, again, to have access to your Raigekis. So, that's going to do it for our spells. So, again, a ton of draw power in this deck. Again, moving on to more draw power. We are playing 3 Blaze Accelerator Reload. This card's insane. Not only does it send a Volcanic to the grave, so again, if you have your Scattershot in hand, you get to Raigeki the board, but you also get to draw a card off of it. Then this card also has a grave effect, where if it's in the graveyard, so if you sent it with your Magic Planter, so on and so forth, or if it gets destroyed, you can send a Volcanic card from your deck to the grave. You get to Foolish it, which again, if you have your Scattershot, you get to Raigeki the board, which is insane. Moving on to other traps, we are playing triple imperm. This is our only hand trap of the deck. We are playing it because it is a trap, so we can set it, which is nice. Imperm's honestly pretty good this format. The only card that you really have to worry about is Needle Fiber, which, again, we're not playing a whole lot of hand traps, so like if you're going up against Needle Fiber and you don't hand trap them, you're probably going to lose anyway, but we don't really have room for that many hand traps. So this is a going first deck anyway. You're not really breaking boards with this deck in any capacity. So we are playing 3 Crackdown. I still think that this card is very underrated right now. Crackdown's insane. Stealing really solid combo pieces. Heck, even stealing a Needle Fiber is just as good as negating it, because they're not going to be able to go into their Auroradon. They're not really going to be able to go into anything. So Crackdown's insane. It's also basically a mind control, and mind control's at 1. Crackdown's at 3, so Crackdown's better. Moving on to our other traps, we're playing 3 Lost Wind. I'm playing this just for the recyclability of it, plus the attack lowering. The attack halving does come up a decent amount. You'll actually see in some of the replays that Lost Wind does come in clutch. So stick around if you made it this far into the video to watch the replays here at the end. And as for our floodgates, we are playing 2 Summon Limit. Summon Limit is actually seeing its way back into the game again, just because of how much decks are summoning right now, going first or even trying to break boards. So Summon Limit is insane right now. I actually couldn't find my 3rd, so we are only playing 2. Moving on to our cards that just say no. We are playing 3 Solemn Judgment. This is like our main negation in the deck, so drawing to see these are incredible, as well as playing 3 Solemn Strike. So we have 6 cards that just say no. But that's going to do it for our traps. So moving on to the extra deck, a little spicy. Starting with our rank 1s, well, not rank 1s, link 1s. We're playing Link Rebo, we're also playing Anima. These are the cards that we're going to be using our Volcanic Shell to make. Anima to help break boards and steal things, Link Rebo to provide ourselves a little bit of protection. Moving on to our Link 2s, we're playing IP Masquerena, as well as the Masquerena targets being Cerberus, Phoenix, and also Unicorn. So, again, we can steal our opponent's stuff with Crackdown, and then link it into an IP, then go into the Nightmare package for even more interruption. So, and then we only have a couple more links. We're playing Borreload and Appaloosa. Borreload to take care of the cards that we really can't take care of otherwise. And Appaloosa just for, again, more negation. We're not really going for an OTK with this deck, unfortunately. But yeah, that's going to do it for all of our links. We have a ton of rank 4s. We have Abyss Dweller. Abyss Dweller is insane. We have Time Thief Redoer. Redoer is, again, insane. Dagusto Emerald. This card's nice in case you don't have access to your Firestorm guards, because this basically does the same thing, where you target 3 monsters in your graveyard, shuffle them all, and then draw a card. So, Emerald, again, if you need to recycle your resources, Emerald is nice to have. Moving on to our other ones, we have Castel, again, to deal with cards we can't really deal with otherwise. Tornado Dragon to deal with back row. Dark Rebellion Xyz Dragon for OTK. And our last Xyz, Gaga Cowboy, to burn players in time or for game. You'll actually see in one of the replays, we actually burned someone for game with Gaga Cowboy, so I definitely checked that out. He was really pissed. He was very, very pissed. But that does it for our extra deck. And let's just go and get right into some replays. If you made it this far into the video, do me a favor, go and hit that subscribe button, hit that like button if you enjoy the Volcanic content, and who knows, maybe we'll even take this deck to logos. Thank you guys, see you in the next one.